Can rocks stop a tank? The August 19th, 1942 raid on Dieppe is surrounded by numerous myths. One of the most persistent is that most of the Churchill tanks sent to support the raid never got off the beach. The rocks that make up the beach are blamed for the supposed lack of advance. These simple rocks, taken from Dieppe, are blamed for the tank's supposed inability to get off the beach. It is often claimed that the tracks were broken by them or became clogged with them and ceased to function properly. While some of the tanks were disabled because of the rocks, they were the minority. Photos and footage of the aftermath of the raid show numerous tanks near the water's edge, leading to the assumption that most of them never left the beach. Such an assumption is incorrect. Hugh G. Henry researched the fate of the tanks that took part in the raid on Dieppe. I've linked the article below. 29 tanks of the Calgary Regiment attempted to land, but 2 drowned before reaching the shore. Of the 27 that reached the beach, 15 were able to cross the seawall. The tanks on the promenade drove back and forth, unable to reach the town because of the large concrete anti-tank barriers. 10 of these tanks returned to the beach in the area of the casino, where only one of them was immobilized by the rocks. The remaining 12 tanks never got off the beach. 4 had their tracks broken by shell fire, 4 by the rocks, and 3 were most likely stopped by the rocks, although this is not clear. The last tank chose to stay on the beach and was mobile for the duration of the raid. This Churchill tank is on display at the Canadian War Museum in Ottawa. It has the waterproofing equipment on it, just like the tanks that landed at Dieppe. From the footage and photos taken in the raid's aftermath, it seems that the tanks did not get off the beach. But as we have seen, this was not the case. The tanks were brought back to the water's edge and acted as mobile pillboxes to protect the infantry exposed on the beach. The crews continued to fight with the Churchill's main gun and machine guns. Many of the tanks were destroyed as a result. While the rocks that make up Dieppe's beach stopped a few of the Churchills that landed there on August 19th, 1942. The majority were able to get across the seawall, but were stopped by much larger obstacles. This myth of rocks stopping the tanks at Dieppe is just that, a myth. Check out this video about the fighting in Bretteville in Normandy in June 1944. It details how Canadian took on a Panther with a Piat and destroyed it.